Welcome back, everyone, to OpenLine. Glad you're with us, talking about redevelopment in East Nashville. River Chase Apartments specifically, but that's just the beginning of a massive wave, a revisioning of the East Bank and all of that. And a lot at stake. We're talking with individuals here from Stand Up Nashville, David Rutledge, Nate Carter. David Rutledge with the labor union, but both kind of under that umbrella of Stand Up Nashville and really focused on this development. I have several calls. Let's go right to the phones. Let's go to David. Hello, David. Are you there, David?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. Go right ahead.
Well, you know, I've been here in Nashville for like 35 years, and I'm very proud of the progress that the city has gone through and the transformation that it's gone through, and also saddened because you look at a lot of areas that have been developed now, and the lower income people, which are the backbone of Nashville, are always left out. And we always the city always decide to put investors first and Nashvillians last. And I was just wondering, when are we going to come to the decision that Nashvillians should be first when it comes to all this property that is being transformed, and if there's going to be ever come to a point where we're going to have more of a say-so in who is investing in what areas, because I don't think we get enough information until it's too late and the money and everybody's going to have changed hands. So I hope that everything gets better.
All right, David, thank you. Why don't y'all comment on that? He's saying, wants more of a say-so. You heard what he said. What are your thoughts?
I'll tell David this. We're the voice for the people. If you want any information on us, you can go to standupnashville.org. We keep updates on our website, and we spread the news. We spread it out there. Look on all our social media platforms, Stand Up Nashville, Facebook, IG, and we need more people around the city of Nashville to come together and be a voice. We only can do this with you all's help. So the more people that we have that's believing in what's going on out there, we can fight as one unit.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like you've been empowered to some extent by the Metro Council. Do you feel that, or what about that?
I wouldn't say that, the Metro Council has not said we won't do anything until Stand Up acts, right? But what Stand Up has done and what our coalition has done has said, talk to neighbors, talk to people in the community, talk to people like Mr. David, who just called in, who want to get involved, who want to have a voice in what's happening in our city. And it's been mobilizing neighbors and mobilizing people in our community to talk to their council members and say, don't take action until we know that there's going to be good things coming out of this development. That's what makes a difference. And that's what I would say to Mr. David is, talk to your councilman, talk to the decision makers in your community, and talk to your neighbors who feel the same way as you do. And we all need to get involved together, because that's how these things will change.
And make sure you get in contact with Stand Up Nashville.
And follow Stand Up Nashville.
Okay, let's go to Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hey, good evening, Ben, and good evening to you again. I like these two guys because I truly see in them a true devotion for all of Nashville, not Nashville who happen to get their college bachelor's degree from Vanderbilt or Belmont. While that's all good, or TSU or Fisk, that's great, and you're probably going to be making a little bit more. But even those people with degrees are not able to buy so-called affordable housing in Nashville. So when you look at the history of public education in Davidson County, I'm in my mid-50s. I remember we didn't get the best education, but we were at a disadvantage when it comes to jobs now. We don't have the mathematical skills to do high-tech robotics and the high-tech skills jobs in manufacturing that pay now. So, and it's part of that Trump base of people feeling left out. I don't blame anybody except myself for not being able to make more money, but I see a society that basically wants us to rent. And a lot of these places, so-called affordable, you're still renting. You don't own. So that's perfect for a developer or investor, but you never ever pay off anything. You're just on a subscription like Apple Music. And I would like to hear their response to that. And hope you guys have a great night. Thank you.
All right, Mike, thank you for that. What is your response?
Well, I would say to Mr. Mike that, you know, part of the equation, all this stuff, it's not just about how affordable are the units being built. It's also about how good are the jobs being created, right? Nate can tell his story, about having, you went to the public schools here in Davidson County and you became a union electrician, and
yes.
Go ahead.
So Mr. Mike, to kind of elaborate on that, I went to White Creek Comprehensive High School, and I am a journeyman level wireman out of Local 429 out of our backyard. So I'm a union electrician. So it is opportunities out there for people if they want to grasp them opportunities. We have a great pre-apprenticeship program, readiness program called Music City Construction Careers that engages anybody in the city of Nashville, 18 years or older, a pathway into the 15 union skilled trades in the Middle Tennessee area. So that is information for the whole masses of Nashville, Tennessee. If you want a career, we have a stepping stone to get you into those 15 union skilled trades, where you don't have to worry about being the 30% AMI, and you can be in 100% AMI. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, y'all, the area median income, we was talking about it off the air, is all the surrounding counties, not Davidson County. So you're saying AMI, that's area median income. Yes, sir.
That is what a developer would use when they're trying to set their rents.
Yes, sir.
And you're saying that doesn't just include Davidson County, that would include Williamson County.
Williamson County, Bellevue, Rutherford, everything.
And so you were talking with the developer at this River Chase, and they said, well, the area median income went up. People are doing really well around here. And that was, talk about that. What came about there?
We was on negotiations where we was talking about $60,000 for like the last 6 or 7 months. And then I think in March, maybe April, David could probably give me the correct time on it. It went up to $96,700. That is what some people make a year, more than what some people make a year in River Chase. So
many times
more than what.
But they're saying that's the median. That's the area median income is $97,000
for the whole surrounding, basically Davidson County and the whole surrounding area.
Right.
And that's the mechanism that developers, not just this developer, developers in the city of Nashville are using.
Right. All right. We have another call, right? Who's on line one? Willem. Okay. Willem, are you there?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
And I wanted to mention to this, have you all ever heard of low-income housing and low-income and HUD housing and here's another thing I want to throw out there. Also, did you all hear about the former president in New York, the Attorney General? She is suing the former president, and the business is going to be shut down in New York. So I just want to pass that along to you.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Willem. Willem coming in with some news of the day. But all right, he's asking about low-income housing. Mm-hmm. Did he say Section 8? All right. So we're talking about affordable housing and then low-income housing. Mm-hmm. Help us wade through these terms.
Well, I think developers are able to get away with doing a lot of shady stuff in our community because of the variety of terminology that's used to describe these things, right? And when we're talking about wanting River Chase residents to be able to return to the place that they used to live and that they've been displaced from, we're talking about places that are affordable for people making, $25,000-$30,000 a year, right? Which arguably, and I mean, I think objectively, is low-income housing, right? And so, that is what we want to see come back. Calling a person making $75,000 a year somebody who deserves affordable housing, that's apples and oranges, right? I'm not saying that people making $75,000 a year don't deserve to have affordable housing. They do, right? Everybody deserves to have affordable housing. Everybody deserves to have housing, period, right? But saying that you're building affordable units when it's something that a school teacher can't afford that's something that a single mother can't afford, that's not affordable housing, right? So we want to make housing that is affordable for anybody, regardless of what their income level is. Those two things shouldn't be correlated.
And you want to make a certain number of housing, right? It's not like the whole complex. The developer has put in a lot of money. They deserve to make money, right? And there will be some very high-end, I would think, units. And you're you're okay with that, I think, right? Or what you're asking for a certain number.
We're just asking for 100. Out of 1,150 units that they're going to build, we're just asking for 100. We are negotiating on those 100 units, not the 1,150 units, just 100 units. And not the 120 that's make-believe, that's imaginary. So these imaginary 120 units that's supposed to be sold off as partials, we don't want to negotiate on those because we know, like David said earlier, off in Trinity Lane, it's just a pile of dirt. So we want to negotiate those 100 units, make sure that they're affordable for people that can actually afford those. You can have school teachers that live over there by there. You have police officers, firemen, first responders, anything. Anybody that's working class people should be able to afford this house.
All right, we are going to take a break. Wilma, others, hold on the line. And if you want to call in, there's the number. See, it's right down there. 615-737-PLUS, 615-737-7587. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.